When I first saw him, I was just blown away because he's 2,200 pounds. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, he's gonna hurt. No, he wants a pet.
Oh, you're loving life, aren't you?
You rub his little neck curtain, as we call it. He will lay on his side and he purrs. Like, he literally purrs.
I got that.
Lovely neck shot you have.
It's just really incredible to see such a large puppy dog. And even though he's been through a lot, he still chooses to be kind. Bhima was actually born in 2010, and he had a brother named Dharma. They were supposed to pull a plow, but they weren't able to actually use them to work on the farm. So they reached out to multiple rescues.
You want some snow cheese?
Luckily, Sasha Farm had an opening. Unfortunately, his brother passed away shortly after he arrived because of pneumonia. And Bhima had these really big horns and they became infected.
Bhima. Bhima.
It was really scary for a minute. The vets at Michigan State University were able to take his horns off, and once he got back, he healed really well. Because of his difficult start and health problems, he never had a chance to show others who he truly was. The other cows didn't really want to be around him. He was sad and confused.
You sleepy? Are you dreaming?
He was in a smaller area with less animals, so it was a little less scary for him. Nicer goats and nicer sheep really helped him and his personality. He is this big, gigantic whale in a sea of goats. Through the fence, they talk, they lick each other, they hang out. He kind of became this like grandpa type uncle ambassador. Now he has become this really happy, go lucky, really big, giant, cuddly man.
Oh, I love you.
To see the difference in him from when he first came is just such an incredible feeling. Bhima has changed a lot of people's lives, and I can't imagine the sanctuary without him.
This might sound strange, but our cow thinks she's a babysitter.
You like the little lamb?
When Honeysuckle got rejected, she didn't want to leave the lamb's side. Daisy will lick her and she'll kind of nuzzle her head, but I had no idea that a cow could be like that. When we introduced Daisy last year, she was just a few months old. I had never owned cows, I just owned sheep. So I had done some research, but she was very shy at first.
Hey, Daisy.
She didn't want anybody to touch her, and it took a long time to get her adjusted. She kind of stayed by herself and didn't seem super friendly. They're all like one big family. Once I started to get to know her personality a little bit more, I noticed that she's actually a pretty emotionally intuitive cow. There's something off that I haven't noticed. She'll just walk up to me and when the lambs were born, she was so concerned about the mothers. She's just like standing there making sure they're okay. At some point in time, a mom abandoned one of her lambs. When Honeysuckle got rejected, she was so confused. And Daisy came right there and was just like, okay, I'll take care of you now. Don't worry. Even though it was sad that the ewe abandoned her lamb, it was really, really beautiful to see She wanted to make sure she could do everything she could to be like a mom to her. She seems a lot more confident in herself and a little bit happier too. She thinks that she's a sheep, but it looks kind of funny when they play together because she's so much bigger than them. I think it is part of her personality as to why she wanted to adopt the lamb. It's really cool. I never expected a cow to be that way. Daisy's not just a cow, she's got a heart bigger than the whole pasture.
Buckley and Ralphie's are always within 5 feet apart. They sleep together all the time. And if one is trying to get something, the other one is right there in it.
I really don't need your help moving this.
It's just kind of heartwarming, really. Because I had no idea how this would work. Bringing Buckley home was heartbreaking because he just cried being separated from his mom at 5 weeks. I was driving around and I found this farmer who had a whole herd full of cows. He didn't want the baby. So he said, well, I guess I'll take it and I'll just use him for veal. I do livestock rescue. And I'm like, is there any way you could take him? He wouldn't eat. He wouldn't do anything. I couldn't give him a bottle. I had goats and I thought maybe they would be okay with him and he would feel comfortable. But they hated him because they were older goats. I was really starting to worry that he wasn't going to make it. So my daughter recommended, Mom, get him his own little goat. The moment Ralph walked in, Buckley perked up, and for the first time, I actually saw a spark in his eyes. Buckley started looking at him, and he started eating. And Ralphie was like, oh, no, no, no. Get me away from this thing. So I put them both in dog crates and put them side by side. And then they started sleeping next to each other. And on the third day, I was like, I'm going to remove this fence and see what happens. And Buckley wandered over to Ralphie. After that, they were like inseparable. Buckley is more in charge. He does get a little pushy with the food.
Buckley, you leave him alone. Don't you go after him in there.
Ralphie, he's not a goat, but the donkey on Shrek. Because he's always like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? They both have their own little quirks. You know, it makes me happy that they're still together. Buckley, he was a whole different cow. But when Ralphie came into the picture,
It was like a 180-degree turn.
their playful chases and quiet moments of grazing side by side became a beautiful routine to watch.